Have you ever felt jealous of a close friend and it just wouldn't go away? Most people would ignore it, but some let that feeling grow and it can become dangerous. Hi, I'm Francis, and welcome to Brain by Francis, where we explore the mind, life, and the world around us. If this is your first time on my channel, please subscribe, turn on post notifications, like this video, and drop a comment to support us. Have you subscribed yet? Thank you. Now, let's dive into today's topic. Envy is a natural human emotion. Your brain notices when someone else has something you want. The problem starts when envy becomes constant, when you find yourself always comparing your life to theirs. Your brain releases dopamine when you imagine their success. It feels exciting, but it can also frustrate you. And if you keep telling yourself negative things, it only strengthens that jealousy over time. Think about it. Your best friend gets the promotion you were aiming for. That small feeling of jealousy is completely normal. But if you don't manage it, it can start taking over your thoughts every single day. Extreme jealousy can even make people imagine revenge or harming someone, which is very dangerous. Several psychological factors increase the risk, like low self-esteem and constantly comparing yourself to others. When you always feel less than your friend, that envy can grow stronger and harder to control. Possessiveness makes you see their success as your loss, and this only fuels jealousy more. And if you let jealousy fester, your mind starts to fixate on their success instead of yours. Every time you compare yourself, your self-esteem drops, and the envy grows even stronger. When jealousy becomes obsession, it can cloud your judgment and affect your decisions. People sometimes even imagine scenarios of revenge or hurting the person they envy. This is why understanding jealousy is so important, so it doesn't control you. Your brain reacts strongly to perceived threats or losses, and envy triggers that exact response. When envy stays unchecked, it can change your thoughts, moods, and even behavior. You might feel irritation or anger even when the other person hasn't done anything wrong. Envy can quietly take over your mind if you're not conscious of it. And that is the first step towards understanding why jealousy sometimes turns dangerous. Several factors make people more prone to destructive jealousy. Low self-esteem, constant comparison, and feeling inadequate can intensify envy. When your brain focuses on what you lack, it can exaggerate the value of what someone else has. This causes your mind to constantly replay scenarios of why not me or why them and not me. Over time, these thoughts become automatic, and envy starts controlling emotions and decisions. Stress, insecurity, and lack of self-awareness make people more likely to act on these feelings. Without control, envy can spiral, creating resentment or even hostility. That is why learning to recognize jealousy early is crucial. When you identify it, you can prevent it from controlling your thoughts or actions. And that self-awareness is the first tool for transforming jealousy into understanding. Here is the most important part of today's topic: how to manage jealousy. If by now you haven't liked this video or subscribed yet, please go ahead and do that now. Subscribe and drop an amazing comment. The first step is self-reflection. Ask yourself why you feel jealous and what it really means for you. Recognize that jealousy is natural. It's your brain signaling something you value. Next, redirect your energy toward improving yourself instead of focusing on others. Focus on your goals, celebrate your wins, and remind yourself that everyone's journey is different. Talking about your feelings to someone you trust can also help release negative thoughts. Gratitude is powerful. Focusing on what you already have reduces the power of envy. Self-awareness, reflection, and gratitude together can prevent jealousy from turning dangerous. Also, remind yourself that success is not a limited resource. Their success doesn't take away from yours. Mindfulness can help you observe envy without letting it control your actions or emotions. Exercise and healthy routines also keep your brain balanced and reduce emotional triggers. Remember, acknowledging your feelings does not make you weak. It makes you aware. When you feel envy creeping in, pause, breathe, and redirect your mind toward growth. Healthy competition is good, but comparison that leads to resentment is harmful. Accept that everyone has different strengths. Focus on improving your own journey. And when you focus on growth, jealousy loses its grip and you gain peace of mind. Here are some practical advice and mindset you should know. Bring paper and pen and write down this. Write down what triggers your envy and how you can respond positively instead of negatively. Reframe your thoughts. Instead of thinking, why them and not me, think, what can I learn from this? Focus on collaboration and support, rather than competition and resentment. Celebrate others' achievements. It trains your mind to feel joy rather than envy. Surround yourself with positive influence, who inspires growth instead of comparison. Focus on your progress daily. Small wins accumulate into big achievements. Learn to be patient. Personal growth cannot be rushed, and comparing slows your progress. Daily reflection, journaling, and mindfulness helps you manage jealousy before it escalates. Your mind is powerful, guide it consciously, and it will guide you towards success. Envy is not your enemy. Lack of awareness is. Awareness turns jealousy into insight. Remember, everyone experiences envy. What matters is how you respond to it. Self awareness, gratitude, and mindful action are your tools to prevent envy from becoming harmful. Focus on your growth, celebrate others, and redirect negative thoughts into positive energy. Always remember, success is not a competition, it's a journey, your journey. By managing jealousy, you protect your mind and your relationships, and you grow stronger. Awareness, patience, and self improvement turn envy into a tool for personal growth. Thanks for watching. If you learned something today, like, comment, subscribe for more self improvement tips, and see you on my next episode.